All right. All right, here we are
Hello
again.
there.
Mr. Zanderbalks, how are you? It'd be nicer if you couldn't see yourself, you know. How's school today, Xander? What's the day today?
I don't know. I don't know. Wait.
I think I do.
So if then it will be Saturday and it will be the 19th.
Uh-huh.
So
today I think is...
Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday.
I think it's the 16th.
Oh.
Or, wait a minute.
So that would be like 10...
That could be wrong. Nope, I'm not wrong. Today is Wednesday, October 16th. Isn't it a cool calendar? See, I got this calendar.
Germany?
No. It's, Sweden.
Sweden.
Splendor of Sweden.
Sweden.
There's a restaurant here in Rockford called Stockholm Inn.
Oh,
Did you know you're Swedish?
Yes.
You have lots of Swedish in you, so do I. Because Grandpa Berg, your Grandpa Berg, and Austin's Grandpa Berg, okay, enough of that, are from, his family's from Sweden. So, let's see, it's been a while since we read in the Jesus Storybook title.
I don't think you can see it because of the bad
lighting. The glare, it'll adjust, or it should.
Or will it?
Yes, it will.
So you just
Did we do?
Yeah.
That was, okay, that's right. The Parting of the Red Sea. We did that one.
Don't they call it the Red Sea because once it was filled with blood or something?
I don't know why they call it.
I think it was when all those tragedies.
Reed Sea was also called. Now we're on 10 Ways to Be Perfect. And that means that's the chapter title. It's on page...
Really?
Actually, on page 100 still.
Really?
It's about the 10 Commandments. Do you know about the 10 Commandments? Can you name one of the 10 Commandments?
Thou shalt not steal.
This is sort of what it looks like. It might be bad. But
Thou shalt
that's page
not
100. Steal. It's not really marked. Yes, very good. Thou shalt not. This is from Exodus 16 through 17. No, leave it be.
I'm trying to...
No! It doesn't need to be that. It'll still record.
The right way?
It's just the screen is just dimming a little bit to save battery. Exodus 16 through 17 and 19 through 40. This is about when Moses they just left Egypt and now they're free, the Israelites.
Did we read the one before? Wait.
Yes, we did. They just left Egypt, and what happened after that? Do you remember? Do you know?
The sea walls collapsed down and killed all the people.
Killed all the Egyptians that were chasing them.
Well, not the...
but they went off, so what they did then is they went off, I wish I had a map I could show you. They left Egypt and they went off by themselves to Mount Sinai, okay, where Moses gave them the 10 Commandments. Okay.
Why am I doing this?
I don't know. Come on. So why don't you start off reading?
I don't know what it's going like.
Okay, Z, start reading.
Okay. Watch this. It's kind of creepy looking.
Yes, you are. Okay, Xander, come on, get serious.
So there they all were. Grannies, granddads, babies, uncles, aunts, children, moms, and dads. Out there in the middle of the desert. They had blisters from all the walking. They were hungry and thirsty, and much, much too hot. We don't like it, they said. It stinks. And so they did.
And so did they.
And so did they, for that matter, because no one had taken a bath in weeks.
So they were smelly.
Nah.
Okay, next page. Now remember, because this is something they'd forgotten, God had done amazing things for his people. He'd hidden them inside a cloud. He'd moved the sea. He'd set them free. But God's people still weren't happy. They didn't care about being free. Wasn't it better when they were slaves? Okay? And at least they had lots of nice food to eat. Are you listening?
Yes. That was funny.
I'm gonna
It looks so funny.
food to eat. God doesn't want us to be happy, they said. It was the same lie that Adam and Eve had heard all those years before. God has brought us out here to kill us. God doesn't love us. But they didn't know God very well, did they? So what did I just read about?
You read about... Are you pausing it or something?
No. Just making it so you can't see yourself. Because it's getting annoying.
I know that it's still doing.
What did I just read about? They were in the wilderness. They were hungry. And it was hot. And they were complaining because why?
Because they didn't believe in God.
No, because they were better off where they were than they were now. Okay, so now it's your turn.
That was their opinion.
Next page. Looks like that. Page 102.
I think it's better when we could see ourselves.
No. Here, it's your turn to read.
Why?
Because you act like a dork. We're reading about God's work. Okay? Continue, please.
Look at your dog.
Continue.
Every day of their journey, God kept on showing his people how well he would look after them. If they would trust him and obey him, when they were hungry, God made the sky rain with food, bread coming down from heaven. What is it they eat? They asked each other. They didn't know, so they called it, "What is it?" Which, of course, is a very good name for something you don't know what it is. When they were thirsty and started quarreling,
Mm-hmm.
God made water flow from a rock. Moses called that place quarreling because it seemed to be a good name too.
So in other words, God...
And it actually wasn't like that. It was a huge crevice.
God struck the rock. How did you hear that? Or Moses struck the rock. Moses struck the rock.
Yeah,
and
Moses
water
struck
came
the
out.
rock, and it was kind of more of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And there was left behind a huge crevice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how did you find
and
that?
It was like Christian people talking about.
Where did you hear that though? In church?
No, it was a documentary.
Oh, really?
They were talking about a city that was hidden behind that.
Oh, wow. Wow, cool.
And it wasn't actually that huge. It was more like that wide.
So they actually found it, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Did you also know that, the first part you were reading, every morning God would make it was called manna. They didn't say that here.
Yeah, manna is, what is it?
The white, right. It was the white stuff that they could eat. So,
Was
that's
it bread?
interesting. It was like bread. Yeah, they could make bread out of it. Okay, I'm going to read the next page here.
I always wanted to taste that and just be like...
Did you? I guess they could make lots of things out of it. But, even after a while, they started complaining about that too. Because it got old, eating the same thing.
And then there were like quails or something that he sent down.
Yeah, you're
right.
And
they all started dropping dead.
We're going to read the story.
What? I know.
We haven't gotten to that part yet.
1 second.
What are you doing? Don't wreck the book.
I'm not trying to. See, it doesn't even say that.
Oh, hang on. And still God's children didn't trust him or do what he said. They thought they could do a better job of looking after themselves and making themselves happy. But God knew there was no such thing as happiness without him. So God led them to a tall mountain. God wanted to talk to his people. That mountain was Mount Sinai. Okay. Talk to his people and show them what he was like. He wanted to help them know him better and tell them about the special land he was going to give them. The whole earth belongs to me, God said, but I have chosen you. You are my special family. I want you to live in a way that shows everyone else what I'm like, so they can know me too.
What's with all the 2012 stuff?
Those are all other videos I've done. Or we've done, even. Okay, so here's the next page. Looks scary. See that? It's like lightning.
Oh yeah, I agreed to this when you were gonna get me Minecraft.
I did.
I would have done it either way.
Good, it's fun, isn't it? Okay, now it's your turn.
But again,
look, there's Moses on Mount Sinai.
I would
He's
have
talking to God.
done this either way if you didn't.
Ah, okay, thank you. See, I appreciate
Same.
that. I really.
God called Moses up to the mountain. The great mountain shook. A thick cloud fell. Thunder roared. Lightning crackled. And God gave Moses 10 rules called commandments. I want you to love me more than anything else in all the world. I'm
Is
trying
that
to
how
keep,
God sounds?
I don't know. I think he might have a deep voice. Just
Wow.
guessing.
Okay. Everyone thinks that. He probably does.
He probably doesn't have a squeaky voice.
Okay, keep reading. Your mom's here now. So.
And know that I love you too. God told them. That's the most important thing of all.
Okay, wait.
There are only
We got 2 more pages left. Okay.
Sure.
So page 106. Yeah, the next one is page 106.
Yay.
All right, sit down, please. All right, now God gave them other rules like don't make yourselves pretend gods, don't kill people or steal or lie. The rules, called the 10 Commandments, showed God's people how to live and how to be close to Him. Come here, come here. You got 1 page left and we're done. No, sit down. Be happy. They showed how life worked best. God promises to always look after you, Moses said. Will you love Him and keep these rules? We can do it. Yes, we promise. Okay, your turn. Almost done.
But they were wrong. They couldn't do it.
Make sure you're in the...
No matter how hard they tried, they could never keep God's rules all the time. God knew they couldn't. And He wanted them to know it too. Only one person could keep all the rules. And many years later, God would send him to stand in their place and be perfect for them. Because the rules couldn't save them, only God could save them.
Was that one person who could keep all the rules?
Jesus.
Jesus. Yes, that's true. So that's it.
Sure. Oh.
Bye-bye. Bye, Austin.
Is it the
Till
next
time.
one where they made a lot of noise and then those walls fell?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked it out yet.